The Bucks looked at... take charge on their home court, and we're bringing it to you live from Milwaukee here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sideline. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, they come into tonight's game after the loss. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Now, Sarr following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Now here's Morant. Shot clock at 6. There's the pick. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Pass to Okoro. He takes it in. And just miss after miss right now.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Morant looking around. Fires for three. They get it again. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, that level of activity is one of the things that makes Wagner special.
Wiggins from outside. Drills it from outside.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a three-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
Here's Holiday with the drive. Offensive rebound. Back to Miller. Pass to Vucevic. Kicks it out to Wiggins. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Wiggins has got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now Morant. Outside White. A 3-ball. And that one's good. Morant's got his second basket.
Surprising confidence there from Morant.
Pass to Vucevic. Lots of room. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, yes! Type of shot.
You can see, and coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Vucevic. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. He's got 6.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And it's Morant missing. Holiday with it. Now defended by Sarr. Wiggins. High post Vucevic. He has 6. Shoots over Wagner. Jackson gets the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Morant. There's a good screen. And the rejection by Jackson. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Miller, that's for 2. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Morant. Wagner outside. And that does it for the first quarter. They lead by 8. And we'll be back in just a moment with
the visiting team. 19.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Outside, White. And another three for Milwaukee.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And it's Simons off the drive. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Bucks trail. Here's Morant. No good. That would have tied it. Simons surveying the D. Pass to Stewart. Stewart a screen. Simons with the ball. Now defended by Sarr. 4 on the clock. And it's Simons missing. Here's Milwaukee now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
First team foul.
Morant outside. Pass to Sarr. Fires from the line. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities. Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Stewart a screen. Here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
So quick. Simons using that burst to get to the rim.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Morant. Here's Sarr. Tries it from 9. 4 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And it's White missing.
Poor execution. That was not how they drew up that position.
Simons becoming such a great distributor of the basketball.
Bucks trail by 5. Morant bats for 2. Kicks it out to Wagner. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Simons. There's the drive. And they'll get another chance. Now, here's Stewart. Still without a basket. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
Second effort usually pays off. That's a hustle play by Stewart.
Here's Morant. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And the dunk by Stewart.
Thunderous jam from Stewart.
Here's Morant. 9 points in the game so far. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Sarr. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame plus add to his game.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Here's Morant. 12 points for him.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Outside Holiday. Picked by Vucevic. Fires from deep. And Holiday is good for 3. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
Look, Holiday makes more than enough of those to keep the defense honest.
And here's Morant. 14 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Saw. Shoots the 3. And Vucevic pulls it down.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Turnovers continuing to be a problem here in this quarter. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Wagner. And the rejection by Jackson. Holiday with the 3. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by a point. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And a wide open look for Walker. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Jackson gets the bucket.
Well, quick reaction by Jackson Jr. He sees what's happening and gets out in transition to support the play.
That's tipped. Outside Anthony. Outside Walker. Williams a screen. Pass to Champagny. For the tie. Doesn't go that time. Wiggins with some nice D. And here's Jackson. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So it's the visitors now. Sinks the triple. Holiday's got 8. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Taken away by Holiday. Here's Miller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Wiggins watches the floor and sees a guy with a better look.
Morant with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Out to Morant. Back to Okoro. And a wide open look for Saw. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his third foul so far. Morant with it. He's got 14. Here's the screen. Here's the floater. Wagner from long range.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And it's Wiggins missing. Bucks trail by 13. Right wing. Back to Morant. White wide open. He fires. The offensive rebound. Back to Okoro. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Song. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. Kicks it out to Wagner. Bucks passing it around. Now Morant. Back to Wagner. Shot to stop the run. Wiggins with the block. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Miller. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 6 points from Brandon Miller.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
What a finish. He used his bounce to throw it down over the taller defender.
Here's Miller. Outside for Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA 65 games requirement in the postseason awards has drawn some criticism. But, Adam Silver says, ultimately, this is about the fans and putting the best product forward. Load management was not working for us. This is having the desired effect, that guys are out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, they want to be on the floor, right? Keep them tuning in. Good stuff, D.A. Thank you. Pass to Okoro. Off target from three-point range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The shot's good from Simons.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Craig pulls it in. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
6 to shoot. Simons with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. And it's Simons missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Craig, good. Craig's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Here's Okoro. Connects from three-point range.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. They set the pick. Here's White. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. White's got his second basket of the night.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Here's Stewart. Knocks down the 3-ball. Now here's Morant.
job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor.
54.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Pass to Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
Defensive foul.
No stopping Wiggins there. You have to respect his aggressiveness and fighting mentality.
You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
And it's Wiggins missing. And so Morant will bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 11. Here's Sarr. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Back to Vucevic. Outside Holiday. And there's the try. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
And Wagner has it in the corner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, with his size and power, Wagner can seem unstoppable at the rim.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said, that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Back to Stewart. A wide open look here for Craig. Oh, good with the triple. To the paint. Here's Morant.
Great recognition from Stewart. I like seeing him use his length and size to make an impact on defense.
Deflects the pass. Morant with the steal. Here's White. And the three ball is good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Bucks trail by 8. Morant drives in. It's White on the wing. Pass to Okoro. Allen with it. He's picked up by White. And the dunk by Stewart.
Well, I couldn't have made it much easier for Stewart. He just had to go up and put it down.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
Serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring level.
Clock at 6. Here's Simons. Into the lane.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
The three from Morant. Craig pulls it in.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Bucks trail by 13. Now, here's Morant for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Morant's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, this is one of those nights where Morant just decided to take over.
Back to Wiggins. Outside Holiday. Outside Jackson. Stolen by Okoro. Outside White. Pass to Song. Okoro wide open. He fires. Misses the deep three-point attempt. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Got a piece of it. Taken away by Holiday. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And the basket is good.
Yeah, anyone can appreciate the skillfulness of Morant's passing.
.30 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it from deep. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Doesn't go for him. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.